Director, fiction.
We thought if you saw where we lived, you might try to extort us.
Why do you think I would want your money?
Because you have none. You want an apology? I gave you an explanation.
You, I believe.
Jacob Verbruggen, London
My husband's
spy.
name is Charles. My name is Francis. My son's name was Alistair. Your name, Daniel, we read in the paper. My staff, you met.
Where's she taking my stuff?
Well, surely you're going to spend the night.
And I will be there for you every step of the fucking way.
Well, like you three have been together.
No,
all
it's
there
not
for
been
each
like
other.
that, Kelly.
And you fucking knew.
No, Kelly.
We've left the fucking house this morning and she did.
Kelly,
We
you
asked her if she had
weren't
any idea.
Shane Meadows, This Is England 90.
How could I have said that? I have been there for you through everything. I have been there for you from every step of the way. And I just been fucking. How you two have been fucking there for each other? Every fucking step of the way. How could I have told you? I'm like nobody.
We don't live alone upon this earth. We are responsible for each other.
Aisling Walsh, An Inspector Calls.
And if mankind will not learn that lesson, then the time will come soon when he will be taught it in fire and blood and anguish.
Hi.
Hey.
I was just sneaking out.
Ben Taylor, Catastrophe.
So, when do you go back?
Thursday.
Well, that's.
Do you want to have dinner?
Do you want to have dinner?
Yeah. That's why I asked.
Okay. Do you have a wife or anything?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I'll write down my number.
You know what? That's my work visa, so if you... Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Great.
And the BAFTA goes to Shane Meadows. So this is England 90.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's amazing. My lads are 7 and 4, and this is the first time they've ever really twigged and wanted to follow an award service. So that's really special for me to win tonight. Thank you. I want to, first of all, to thank Channel 4 and Film 4. I got my first commission in 1995 making a documentary about a bare-knuckle fighter. I've made TV series, feature films, a documentary film. They've supported me through thick and thin and have let me pretty much do whatever I wanted. So first and foremost, I wanted to say thank you to them. The next thing for me is my team. I think when I first started, I was an egotistical maniac, really. I think I thought I was really special and I couldn't do any wrong. And I made a really bad film at one stage, and I realised that without the support of the incredible teams that were behind me, costume, makeup, set design, editing, all the people that kind of work with me, I've realised over the course of making This Is England that having a team, an incredible team, is what changes making a film or making a TV series from being work into being a summer holiday. And This Is England has been like having a summer holiday that you never think you're going to get again. So I want to thank those, the incredible team that have supported me. And finally, the amount of people that are not at home for their children. And I'm like, every single person that's been up here has had this awful guilt So I want to do a massive thank you to Matt Gray, who's my editor, because he moved up from London around the corner. I rented him a Victorian terrace, and he had to come and live with me for 7 months so that I could be near my children. And so he kind of gave up his life rather than me giving up mine. So I was there for my children, but it was thanks to Matt that happened. So thank you so much.
This is England. What an epic journey this has been.
Yeah, it's been incredible. Obviously, I never set out when I made the film. I don't think anyone was doing spin-offs of films back then. It was when we I think we did the first series in 2010. It was unheard of, really. Yeah. So it probably was a bit of a risk, but now it seems to be.
The thing.
Yeah, it's all the
You think it kind of paved the way?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, it definitely seems like the border between cinema and TV is completely blurred. It used to be that there was a real snobbery of someone going from making films to going back to TV.
It was almost a demotion.
Yeah, which is crazy, you know. And there's a lot of freedom in telly. You know, you get much longer format to tell your stories over. So.
And for you, is that a gift?
Yeah, it is because the sad thing with the original film This Is England was I didn't get to investigate a lot of the other characters, especially the female characters, of which when I kind of grew up in that era in the 80s, they was some of the women that I kind of grew up around were so strong and incredible characters. My sister, one of them, and a lot of the skinhead girls, they were probably twice as strong as most of the men, and they had to be. So the series allowed me that chance to look into some of the other lives.
And I mean, I think from speaking to the actors, that's what they love about it being on TV, is the ability to let a character grow and to it be a little more nuanced rather than putting it all out there quite quickly.
Yeah, and I think if you look at what happens in America, they tend to start on 6 or 8, and then if it becomes successful, they double the amount of episodes. And we've been really careful with This Is England to not let that growth happen because, personally, I couldn't. I did 4. I think I did 4 episodes. All 4 on this one, and it was like doing 2 feature films for me. It was really, I was very tired.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
you don't want that.
No, but I think fundamentally. We kept it small, and I think that's a lovely thing about television in the UK, is that we don't feel there's need to turn everything into 13 parts, because no matter how good your writers are, to try, you have to just create those rubbishy sort of halfway
fillers.
And it happens, and with This Is England, it's still at its raw. It's still quite
concentrated.
Raw.
There's nothing diluted about this.
Definitely.
At all. And what about bookending the series with another film? Is that a plan?
It kind of is. Yeah. I want to make I think I'm going to make a feature film, and I've got another idea for a series, but I've definitely got one more film in the locker.
Okay.
Which I've not got another series. I don't think in me. I don't think, and I don't want to ruin anything. I don't want to be Only Fools and Horses where I'm making millionaires and then they're not millionaires in the next episode.
Yeah.
There is. I don't quite know when. It's one of them. What's lovely about the story that I've got left to tell is that it isn't dependent on happening in 92 or 94. Okay. So if we all go old and grey, I can still come back and do it at some point.
Amazing.
The aim is there. How can you not want to work with people that you love? It's really difficult. It's really difficult not to overdo it, to be honest. Because we're all
because
so
you're
close.
Kind of addicted to working with each other. Yeah.
So it's one of those things that there's the idea of going back to the cinema for a finale, and the idea I kind of had was maybe whatever the year is that it ends up being set in, is that we show it in that many, say it was 98, it's shown in 98 cinemas at the same time as it's being shown on TV, because the two have become intertwined.
The same. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so that's high vow.
It's good. Amazing. Well, look, we look forward to it.
Thank
you so much, and well done.
How amazing to win an award celebrating teams on a show that involves such huge collaboration. For my part, I'd like to thank my hair and makeup department,